workshop to order and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sorry, if you can call the roll, please.
Niger.
Here.
McAleese.
Here.
Thompson. Here. Reed.
Here.
Penny.
Here. All right. Looks like our first item today is going to be Ian Boyle and Waste Connections. Come on up, Ian.
The annual visit.
Ian.
Good morning, good morning.
Hey,
How's everyone doing?
Good, how are you?
You know what, it's been a quiet, couple of months, so it's.
Yeah.
Compared to this time last year.
This time last year, so it was, you take it when you can. So.
Oh.
But anyway, thank you very much for allowing me to come speak. Kind of our annual discussion about our rate adjustment. We're looking this year for 4.4%, and that's 2.5 for the CPA. But the other 1.8, it's Pinellas County decided to raise their disposal fees again. Many moons ago they said they were only going to do it once, but they've now done it. Now they did 6.8 for 3 years in a row. Now they're going to do 8% for the next 3 years. So that's about 1.8% of our fee for you guys covers, about 25%, 20, 30%, something like that is our disposal side of it. So that's why it's not a full 8%, it's just the 1.8. So that's kind of where we're at. Obviously, we're very happy with our relationship with South Pasadena. It's been an interesting year for us, and before I go forward, I just want to thank the board for your kind words and everything. Us losing Bill Krimmel was a big loss for us. But we've had, it was a shock. It was horrible. But Logan has stepped in, and Logan and Bill were kind of simpatico, 1A, 1B, so to speak. So everything's been kind of moving. And the biggest thing for us is, I say every year, if the phones don't ring, we're doing fine. That's what I always tell Logan. And if they do ring, we try to take care of it right away. So, but thank you again for the relationship and the partnership. It's kind of pretty straightforward for us. I think our rates right now are very good, very competitive from what I'm seeing out there. So that's kind of where we're at.
Well, that's all. It's not that, and again, once again, it's not that big of a jump. It's a 72 cent per, what's that, per week rates I'm looking at here?
What, for the residential?
Yeah.
That's monthly.
Is that monthly?
Yep.
So 72 cents a month, and the mobile home park's going up 58 cents. And then, of course, your commercial rates are going up a little bit more, but it's not that bad. So I knew it was coming when the county doesn't increase their millage. I knew they get it other places. So.
Yeah, many years ago, they had a report, and they were told that your disposal rate, it was $37.50 for decades. Yeah. And everyone's kept, you got to start raising that, do like the other communities do. % here, a couple % there. They decided not to. And they said, listen, if you don't start doing some bigger raises, at some point, you're going to have to do a 50 to 100% increase, which would be, those are conversations I said, none of us wanted. So
that whole bunch of years ago ourselves.
Yeah, so they're trying to get to from 37.50. I think they want to be eventually 70, 75 eventually. So
that's about right.
So when you get past these next 3 years, I think by 25, 26, 20, after 27, it'll be somewhere around 68 and change. So they might do one more to get it to 70, but again, nothing surprises me anymore.
Yeah.
So that's about it.
What's going on with the recycle?
Same stuff. Yeah, it kind of fluctuates. I think Hillsborough County just put out. They're building their own facility to do their own single stream recycling. And what I saw there was a processing fee of somewhere around 100, and it can kind of fluctuate. I've seen a lot higher than that. Obviously, it all depends on how clean your material is, and also what the markets kind of look like, and also the amount you're bringing. Obviously, Hillsborough County is about 66,000 tons, so it's about the same. I think you see some kind of the market's rebounding somewhat, but it's so cyclical with that stuff. That's about it.
Anybody have any questions on that?
I just got one, Ian, just curious more than anything outside of, why is a mobile home park rate so much less than a residential rate?
I think,
Is that for pickup in front of each individual unit?
yeah, I think what a lot of times when you create your rates, you're creating them based on density, windshield time. So times when you hit those mobile home parks, it's boom, 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 boom.
Easier,
boom.
okay, so
Yeah.
that's kinda what I was guessing.
Yeah,
Okay.
like if you go out to, I'll give you a good example, like Polk County, when they were looking at their rates, they always, like Hernando or Pasco, there's a lot of municipalities where, you almost have like maybe sometimes a quarter mile between homes and
Right,
kind of
okay.
stuff. With mobile home parks, I mean, their guys really don't even, the truck doesn't even really have to
Okay.
stop pretty much, so.
All right, that makes sense.
It's a,
Thank
it's
you.
a density thing.
All right, appreciate that, thank you.
That's good.
Thank you, Ian.
Thank you.
That was painless.
Yes. Yeah, well, listen, you take these when you can get them, so. Is there anything else you need from me?
Pleasure to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Hi,
much.
kiddo.
guys.
Good
Thank
to
you.
see you.
Ian, good seeing
You
you.
too? Thank you, thank you. Thank you, let's, keep it quiet.
Yeah.
So just so you all are aware, the increase will be put on the formal agenda at the November night meeting for approval. So you will see that again. Okay.
And we have the appointment of a finance director.
So. we
We're gonna let Jim retire. What do
No.
you think about that, Jim?
We don't get to vote on that?
No, we can't vote. Jim said I'm going.
recently had a hiring process and I've identified a candidate. Those of you who have potentially been here for a little bit might actually recognize this name. The applicant that Commissioner Niger and I have are recommending and that Commissioner Niger has selected, her name is Heather Guadagnoli. She formerly worked for Wells, Hauser and Schatzel, which was the city's auditing firm for many, many years. So she was the primary auditor for the city under Pete Schatzel for many years. So she has a pretty deep personal experience level with the city and how we run and the staff. She knows all the staff. She is a CPA and is currently working for basically an independent contracting company that contracts with local cities throughout Pinellas County to provide basically finance department services for cities that are so small that they don't have their own full finance department staff. So she serves as sort of a part-time finance director in coordination with another person for a couple of these small cities in the county. And so, Gail, I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, no, I mean, she interviewed really well. She knows everybody in the department and how we operate. She's very eager to start, and we had her budgeted for step 8.
So, well, the budgeted amount put in.
Yeah, it was step 8.
Put in for this year was step 8. We would like to start her at step 9, based on it. It is, I'll be honest, one, she's great, so I don't mean for this to sound like it's tough to find a good person, because I think it's gonna be fantastic. I will say that there is, that small waterfront communities right now are having a difficult time hiring quality applicants because of what happened last year with the hurricane season. There are a lot of government professionals that are saying, I don't want to have to deal with that. It's not specific to us.
No.
It's a lot of people saying, I don't want to go either continue sort of pick up where others have left off in the hurricane recovery process, because this is going to be long, or just I don't want to work for a waterfront community because I don't want to get hit again and have to go through that. So I don't mean that to say she's the best of what we got, and she's not. I think she is going to be a wonderful fit. I also think we need to be very competitive in hiring her,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
What is the difference in steps equal dollar-wise? Not
So-
that,
It
I'm
is.
curious.
Step 8 budgeted, the annual for step 8 for that position is 135.8. The annual for step 9 is 141.7. So about 6,000 different And so that's.
She's very, very excited about
Yeah.
coming on board. Guess even knows some of our folks. I don't know, Terry, if you ever met her. But Jim certainly knows her
Yeah.
and knows her capabilities. She's going to be a good person to come along. And then we, Linda and I talked about it, because of the space and lack of in this facility, we're going to let her sit in our office and have an office there while,
During a transition period.
while we transition and figure out where everything is going to go in the end. So that gives her a little bit of privacy and a place to kind of hang her hat until we figure out what's going on.
Our goal was for there to be overlap between the new person coming in and Jim
Right.
leaving, so that we can kind of get as much institutional experience out of Jim
Oh, yeah.
before he leaves. So she is able to start as early as November 3rd. And so that's sort of what Richard's talking about, is in that interim, when we have two people here, that we would like to set her up in
Makes
Gail's.
sense.
Sound okay?
And will you
Yeah.
and Linda be in the lunchroom then from now on?
We're gonna be at
Linda
the
and I are
picnic
go- we're
table
going
outside with the
outside.
umbrella.
Okay.
The new
We're gonna go to Home
pavilion is
Depot. We've got
beautiful.
Home Depot.
We're going to find a place to hide. We're going to hide.
We'll bring our wine out there. too.
Yes. And our blueberry muffins.
There you
So,
go.
not a
I'll stop
problem.
by and visit often.
But yeah, I mean, space
Wine
around
and blueberry
here, as
muffins,
you
that's
know.
It's
Well,
tough.
that makes sense. I mean, that seems like the best way to go is for,
Yeah.
let her have a separate
Yeah,
place until
sure.
get things transitioned out. and
And I think she's pleasant. I think everybody's going to really like working with her. And she interviewed really well, and she's really excited about coming to work here.
Well, it's tough when you've had someone like Jim for all these years. Been here since.
Big shoes to
Since the
fill.
day I got here. You know, so it's hard to let anybody go, but it's time. He needs to retire like everybody else does.
Absolutely.
And then we gotta bring somebody new in.
How many applicants did you interview?
We only interviewed two,
Okay.
Well, how many did we get all together?
14.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We
So you
did.
reviewed 14 applications. and-
Yep.
All right.
And not all of them had the qualifications that we were looking
Always,
for.
yeah,
So,
okay.
we definitely wanted a CPA,
Yeah.
and we wanted somebody with management experience and municipal experience if possible. So, we had to eliminate
Sure.
quite a few of
Yeah.
them from that.
All right, well, sounds good. And step 9 sounds good. Everybody's consensus
Everybody's
with
happy.
So, just so you know, appointments of directors are made by resolution. So with your consensus today, we feel that she would be able to start on November 3rd, even though we wouldn't have adopted the ordinance at that, or the resolution by then, which is why we're talking about it now. I will put a resolution on for the November night meeting, just to confirm these details, but if you're okay with us having her start based on your consensus today, we should be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then we will have her start on November 3rd.
Great.
Okay, and I
Thank
just have
you.
one quick little thing. I got our letter from the Neighborly Senior Care Network that we usually get, looking for their contribution. And we always put something in the budget to provide them. How much, do you know how much we put in there offhand?
It's either 2,000 or 2,500.
And I thought we went up a little this year. I remember we had talked about it during budget. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Last year. Yeah.
Anyway, I'll provide this around to you guys. This is their breakdown of South Pasadena, of what they spend. Now, they get the bulk of their money comes from federal funding. And what they usually look for, they're on 10% from the locations to help them out. And I just wanted to see how close we were to that 10%. Looks like they're spending around $97,000 here with our residents.
You seen that?
We got $5,000 under senior services. 5,000, I'm not sure that's
Okay.
all neighborly.
Well, we're pretty close to, I guess it would be 9,800 rounded up, if we wanted to do the 10%. And I just don't know if you guys wanted to go to 10%, change the budget, or if you want to leave it with the 5,000 that we're giving them now. So, I mean, we used to give them only like $2,000, that kind of thing, no matter what this letter said. But with everything they do to help our people, I mean, you see them out there in their vans, picking people up, taking them here and there, Meals on Wheels that they bring to the food to the people. And we do have a highly senior city. So I didn't know if we wanted to help more, or if you guys were all good with where we're at. Maybe another 48.
Or is always, I mean, it's a viable service, it's an important service. I mean, the five of us around this table might need it with less time than we think.
That's right.
So, I mean,
That's right. Yeah. I mean, it'd be a $4,800 increase in the budget. Like I said, it didn't seem like that much more.
in the grand scheme of things.
Right,
it's-
right.
yeah,
So if
it's-
everybody's okay with that?
Yeah.
So I guess we'll have to do a budget amendment to increase that so that we can pay them the 97, whatever, 9 it works out to. Are we good then? What else we have to do? We have to do a vote?
Add it to our budget amendment list.
I'm looking at Jim.
I'm looking at Jim too.
You're gonna have to do a budget amendment, but just approve it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want this letter to see what the everything would be, or you got a copy?
No, you can give you a copy.
Yeah, we'll keep
I
that.
haven't seen it yet.
Okay, that's all I had. Anybody else, anything good for the group?
Yeah, if you're okay with that, I'd like to have Kelly come up really quick. We've been working on trying to bring back some of the services that we haven't been able to provide because of not having the first floor. So one thing that Kelly's been working on is trying to bring back some sort of exercise option, one of those being yoga. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Kelly.
I
So-
got a few of these.
Oh, okay.
Share. But basically, we reached back out to Barb Moeller, who did the yoga downstairs before, and she's open to utilizing the bandshell space at Galatia Garden to do yoga, starting in November and also in December, and doing it on Thursdays at 10:30. There have also been other instructors who have used that space before, so it is, a proven concept that it does work. And then with it being on Thursdays, if you did not know, Thanksgiving and Christmas both fall on Thursdays, so there would be 3 Thursdays in November and December. That would be for yoga, if you guys are interested in picking it back up. It's at no cost or anything like that to the city.
Right. And does she have a contact list to let people know she's?
Yeah, so she actually, I can't remember where she is teaching, but she also has let her current students know. So we're able to advertise just to the city in general, but then also she's providing that information to her students as well.
Like it.
Sounds great.
Jim and I are gonna go.
Okay, well,
You
that sounds
said
good.
goat yoga.
Yeah.
What's that?
If you'd like to know about goat yoga, please see our chief. He knows all about it.
I think he
See
said he was
pictures.
gonna
It's
go,
a thing,
not
yeah.
go.
I know, I've
Yoga
seen
is
pictures.
a
I'm like,
thing.
that would be cool.
Very
Well, I guess we could have
interesting.
squirrel yoga since we're gonna
Very,
be in the park.
I have a picture I can share.
There's
with you.
someone, yeah, the woman around here, someone owns goats and like walks them. I don't know
I've
if
seen
she
it,
lives in
black
the
and white
city,
ones.
but-
Seen those in
Yeah,
the
she
shopping
walks them
center.
like down past
Yeah,
I've
the
seen her
house.
walking past the old
Yeah,
fire
yeah,
station.
yeah. She walks her goats. She got two
Got
goats.
two of
Yeah,
them.
black one and a white one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she walks them on leashes.
I don't want those walking on my back.
Yeah,
They were
those are a
pretty
little
big.
big.
Yeah.
Little baby goats.
Squirrel yoga. We'll
Yeah.
do
So
squirrels.
Ready
so
for
far.
trunk or treat?
Yeah, so
Did I see a sign out there for it?
Yeah,
That,
the
yeah,
light-
that's showing,
electronic
he's
sign.
all right.
yeah.
Well, also I asked Pastor Mark at Pasadena Community Church if there was a way that he could get some information out to the school they have there. They have 260 students in the school at the church, and he did. So in this past Sunday, when we went to church, in the flyer with a big announcement about our trunk or treat, because we just had their trunk or treat on this past Saturday. And he also had it up on their electronic billboards for everybody, and he was announcing it personally at each one of the services that day.
Great.
When
Do we
Barb
need
and I
more
went
candy?
this Saturday,
Yeah, more candy.
there was,
We're buying more candy.
when,
You better.
We will
When we
buy
went
more.
Saturday, there was over 260 kids that they had told us that went through. There was over 300 families that showed up. We had 38 cars fully decked out, and we were out there a little over, almost 3 hours, just handing out candy because it just kept coming and coming and coming and coming. So
Like an invading army.
it was a great event. We had a wonderful time.
Yeah,
So anyway, I don't know if we'll get that many.
Yeah.
Because they also had inside the LAC or their like auditorium area, they had games for the kids to play, and they had pizza where they were selling for like real discounted price, like $1 a slice, that kind of thing. And so they went all out to get the families involved. But like I said, you never know if we get half that. You know, we'll be doing great.
Nice.
So it should be a fun day.
And what time does that start? Because I don't think I'm going to be able to make it.
So we got to be there at 2, right?
Oh,
To
yeah.
get ready,
Yeah, it's
and
3 to
then
5.
it starts at
I
3.
think your mother should come.
Go pick her up.
And she would be so cheery.
Apartment 211.
But she,
The door's
But don't
unlocked. Just
hold
let
back.
yourself in.
but she has to have her costume on.
I'll bring her, but you're gonna have to watch her.
I've watched her before, but we got in trouble.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think it'll be
No,
fun.
unfortunately,
I
I'll
think
be,
it'll
well,
be
not
fun.
unfortunately, I'll be at my grandson's birthday up in Orlando that day, so
Oh,
I
okay.
won't be able to make it.
All
Well,
right.
you ought to be here.
I,
Trunk or treating. That's right.
well, I got 2 of them here. I got 1 up there. So.
Yeah, yeah. All right, thank
I'm
you.
not sure yet. I'm gonna try. I'm trying.
Okay, what else we got?
So, I think that's it.
I just want to ask, someone said to me, you know, our pickleboard court over here with the daylight savings, it's going to change and it's dark. They like to be on pickleboard court because when they come from work, well, when it gets dark. I said, well, you know, the pounding back and forth of the pickleball
Yeah.
court, I'm sure that people in those condos, but they said, you know, they're not there, and if we could possibly, and when I was at the convention, I talked to Duke Energy, and they do say they have a solar type of light, and you can put it on a timer to go off at a certain time. I said I'd mention it because they like to come.
We don't have any lights at the tennis court? I just,
Well,
The
No.
parks said,
Never
the
paid-
parks
never paid attention.
close at
Sunset
dark.
dusk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's signs on all of them. Dawn to dusk.
So, and when the time changes, it's gonna be, by the time they get here by 5?
yeah, it gets dark at 6 o'clock,
Okay.
so.
What do you guys think?
I could look into it and get a price.
That's
Yeah.
Look at a number first.
Yeah, yeah.
I should give you the
Yeah, we'd have to change
digest.
the
but-
hours
Sounds
of the park
expensive
as
to
well.
get changed.
Yeah, I mean, that's.
Park
But
hours.
I think he can talk him into doing it.
Yeah, and we need to check with like people like next door and that with this light shining in their front windows afterwards.
Yeah,
But
that-
even if you
that
left
is
it for
true.
an hour, from 6 to 7 or something like that, and the timer goes off, they have to leave.
We also have the Christmas lights that are lit
Yeah.
at night, so.
Okay, we'll get a price. Something to think about.
Now, what have you got for us?
Kind of bad news. There's the big oak tree in the back of Galatia, which is probably the oldest oak tree I would bet that we have in the city. We gotta have it cut down. It's dying, it's declining. We had Yahtzee out last week, just cleaning it up, you know, because it's been getting shots for the last 2 years, 3 years or longer, like once every 2 months, you know, but up there's a big gaping hole like this right down, so it's, you know, I'm surprised it didn't come down in the storms last year, but just letting you, that's, so you notice like kind of where something looks different, that's what it's gonna be, so in the next couple weeks, that's gonna be gone.
It's a shame.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's a doozy, I mean, that one's like, you know, this big round at the bottom.
Make a nice full top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably with a big hole in the middle of it.
That's right.
So you get like Yahtzee or something that comes and does it?
Yeah, they do most of all our trimming, but just an FYI, just in case you guys, you know, but it's time, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that's all. All right, thank you all.
That wasn't too painful.
No, not too bad. Fortunately, not bad.
For the
Anybody else?
tree.
Oh, I did have one more thing. I'm so sorry.
Painful for the tree.
Yeah, you won't feel it.
I'm sorry. I guess I could ask it the first one in November. So we are scheduled currently for meetings in November on the 4th, 11th, and 18th. The 18th is the Tuesday, the week prior to Thanksgiving. We're scheduled for an administrative workshop that week. Chief has identified a training that he feels pretty strongly would be really good for the department heads to go to, which is the 17th and 18th, which means that none of the department heads would be able to be here on the 18th. So my question to you all is, would we like to reschedule the administrative workshop on the 18th, or potentially cancel it if there's not any items that would be time sensitive to do before the first meeting in December? I don't know if you want to come up and mention what the class is, or if it, but there's a 2-day course that he'd like the directors to go to. And it conflicts with that administrative workshop.
Unless there's something very important, I don't see a big issue with canceling it.
A month, I mean, it's,
I mean, a lot of times we get to that week and I end up canceling it anyway, based
Yeah.
on
like,
what
I
there
won't be at the
is.
fourth meeting, because I'll be in Tallahassee,
Yeah.
for
I'm-
leave, so.
yeah.
But you're gonna be gone.
I'll be up in Tallahassee on the fourth. Yeah.
Oh, on the 4th.
Not the
So,
18th.
18th.
So,
Sorry, two-factor authentication.
So the course basically is put on by TEACS, Texas A&M Engineering Extension. What this one is a planning course. It actually allows counties and municipalities to submit their plans ahead of time, emergency management plans. They do a deep dive and then test your plan to find out the weaknesses so you can review and then update your plan accordingly. So it sounds like a pretty good 2-day course. They ask for, if your city's gonna attend, you should have full participation, because it is that deep dive into the plan, which affects all departments.
Full SWOT assessment.
Yes, exactly. It's got an acronym I was gonna try to look up for you, but I'm having trouble getting my computer on, but I can certainly send that to you guys. And we would also encourage, if any of you are interested also, it is, we would represent the city together, so.
we would need
Where
to
do
be
they
very
do it?
careful about sunshine discussions of that, though, if you all come.
Okay.
Where do they do it?
At the county EOC.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
And it is an 8 to 5 each day.
So it's Tuesday and
Can you email us
Wednesday?
the information when you get a chance?
I
It's a
can.
Monday, Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday.
I'm gonna pull this up real quick.
Is there a test,
First, we got the tree
like the
light.
one you make me go
And your
to?
birthday.
There would be a test.
Oh, boy. But I did get 100 on that.
You did.
I did, I was
You did.
shocked.
Did,
I was scared.
Anything to do with your seatmate?
I didn't want to be the stupidest kid in the class.
So it is,
They're usually the rich ones.
yeah.
Their focus lies somewhere else.
Sorry, cert track's running a little slow today.
Is it a cert thing?
It's through cert track is
Uh-huh.
how you would sign up through Florida Department for Emergency Management, which some of you already
They
have.
usually do pretty good stuff.
So it's called Readiness Training Identification Preparedness Planning course. The course teaches participants how to create effective training plans for their agencies and jurisdictions by evaluating their abilities to meet their Emergency Operations Plan, EOP, using traditional and national preparedness tools. Participants can answer the following critical questions. How prepared do we need to be? How prepared are we? How do we prioritize efforts to close the difference?
So if you're
I
okay.
definitely think that the staff needs to be there, and any of us that can go, we need to go. So if we, I believe just canceling that one unless there's something really
Okay.
important comes up.
And if something comes up, would you all be okay with doing a meeting on Wednesday then? Like if something super critical comes up?
Wednesday
Yeah.
work for me.
Wednesday would be the
Wednesday's
19th,
no
right?
good.
The 19th,
It
yeah.
does, the 16th. Yeah, I don't think I got anything. Lately, I've been planning everything on a
It
Wednesday.
would be the 19th.
Yeah,
If we hold one,
It would be when?
19th.
Wednesday the
Wednesday
19th,
the
if that would be
19th.
okay. So I'd either cancel it if there's nothing, or if something super time sensitive comes up, like I won't even notice one on the public notice, but if something super time sensitive comes up, I would reach out to you all to try and do it on the
Okay.
19th.
That
if
makes
that's
sense.
okay.
I'm good.
Okay, so I will not notice the second workshop.
That would be a night, no, that would be a morning meeting.
That'd be a morning meeting, right?
Yeah, I've got a PSTA Finance Committee meeting that
On the
morning.
19th?
Uh-huh.
Let's hope nothing comes up.
Yeah.
All right.
No catastrophes.
Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of
Thank you, Chief.
catastrophe.
Why don't you keep that
A
hammer
little
in your
joke,
hand?
We're
little-
trying,
little-
we're trying.
chamber humor.
Legislative committee, you brought up Tallahassee, which reminded me. Legislative committee is going for their legislative day in Tallahassee, January 25th through the 27th. So, and I have to ask you all for permission.
Who's going to that?
Me.
Oh, you.
It's the
Wow.
Building Officials Association of
Gotta
Florida,
do
and that's our time to go talk to them.
Gotta do it.
Try and get them to fix things they did last year.
We want you smart as you
Did you,
can be.
you say you had an impact last year? They did fix
Um,
things, or?
They fixed some things.
Okay.
They didn't fix all the things
So
we
being
asked
there
them
is
to
helpful.
fix.
Yeah, okay.
Unfortunately, the Home Builders Association has a huge group of lobbyists,
Probably.
and as well as the private providers. So, and they can get lots of money that we are not allowed to take because of ethics classes. So,
Wow.
so they have lots of input, and so we try to get as big a group as we can to get up there. Last year, I think we had 75 people.
Okay.
So, which was nice to bring. I mean, they bring hundreds, but at least we had a little bit of a voice, and they did listen a little bit. So we're hoping to make some additional corrections this year. So if you guys are okay with me going for those?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So it would be the hotel, and then I'd probably take the city card up.
Yeah, take Mark with you too, so he can get out of town.
All right.
Great.
Okay, sounds good.
Be helpful.
All right, thank you.
Real quick, if I may,
Yes.
since you mentioned Tallahassee, I know, right? Sorry. I was up in Orlando last week for the league's legislative policy committees. I'm on the finance and taxation, and the night I got up here is when Speaker Perez dropped the bomb on the 8 bills that are pending on
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
how they're gonna try to fix property taxes, so nothing to report except to stay tuned. It's gonna be an interesting session.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I couldn't believe it was 8.
8 bills, and not one of them has an implementing bill. So it's like, pass the law, then we gotta come back and write the law, figure out how to make it happen.
Yeah. Not the state, they out of their coffers, fat people.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah,
But it's gonna affect us.
right, so property taxes are gonna be the number, in fact, on the policy committee, we normally have a primary and a secondary, we said no secondary this year, it's strictly gonna be taxes, so. It's gonna be interesting, so I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, my main worry was if they passed a no property tax, it would be another unfunded mandate, and then we'd have to depend on the state to give us money to cover our expenses, and that's already a fiasco, so we want things. So, okay, it's what it is, we'll see what happens. I know the league's on top of it, so.
We are, and I mean, word is Speaker Perez promised the governor that he would have something for the voters to act on, whether they pass it. He didn't make a promise that he's gonna pass it, he just said they'll have something for the voters to vote on, so, by the end of the session. So it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be interesting.
I'll ask one more time. All right, adjourned. All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.